Man, you know that feeling when your computer only has 2 monitors, but you need to have 3 windows open? Well, obviously the only rational thing to do in that situation is to get another monitor. Well, hello. Welcome to Cranktown City. And today we're going to be building a monitor stand so I can have 3 different monitors on my desk without it being a total frickin' mess as it is right now. Let's see some nice shots of that.
Disgusting!
So right here you can kind of see what the monitor is going to look like. These 2 points down here are where the 2 lower monitors mount. Up here at the top of this tube is where the upper one will mount, all with a 5-degree pitch in, and then these arms hold my computer speakers on either side of the top monitor. You might be wondering why I'm building a monitor stand instead of making some room in the shop to fit my new bandsaw. And you know, that little guy has become an outdoors bandsaw. I leave some food out for him, I leave some water out for him, and he's just fine out there. So, you know, on a cold night, sometimes I'll tuck it in, tell it a little bedtime story, and from then on, he cut square within 1 thou of tolerance, and he lived happily ever after. The end. So, the bandsaw's fine for now. Hopefully it doesn't snow. But, what is not fine is my barren wasteland of a desk. So we're gonna handle that. Okay, so we got all our pieces cut out and prepped. Now all we gotta do is assemble it. These are some 3D printed caps that can just go on the end of the square tube like that and still have the cable running through it. And you may be wondering why there's a big old hole in the middle of this base plate. That's because the only piece of metal I had that was big enough was a gear that I had previously cut and didn't work out. So we're just gonna live with it and call it a ventilation hole. So the first part we're gonna handle is gonna be the little flip up cover that'll house the HDMI splitter and everything in it. So for that, this is the piece. These will go on the side, and I've already scribed my bend lines. This one can probably be done on old Smash Boy. This one we're gonna have to use the old-fashioned swing press. Alright, that's the base built. It comes up just a little bit so that we can have access to all the parts that are going to be in here. And this, the main base, goes in right here, and it's held by this piece. So this piece of 2-inch square tube is going to be the back frame, and I've just notched it out right here. So all I got to do is bend it down, stick a tack on there, and look at that, good to go. Alright, now we can start welding the arms on, and they don't have to be square. This is like my specialty. Alrighty, now we can take this. Wait a minute. I nearly forgot to put a slot in it for the HDMI cables. Stupid. Now this goes into here like so. That's the basic idea right there. Just imagine monitor, speaker. Oh, We forgot our little speaker seats. Alright, this guy's all ready for a coat of paint, so let's snap. If that didn't work out, it's because I moved the camera. Oopsie. Now we get the fun job of fishing the HDMI cables through. And I've started whittling this one down. I think I'm gonna just try and take as much meat off of here as I can without damaging the cable, and then try and push it through. Look at that. One down, two to go. Easy. Alrighty, the HDMI cables are all in, as you can see. Now, we got this jumbled mess to shove in here. Well, let's see how that goes. Pretty quickly we realized how boring it was going to be to watch me fish wires through. So I'm just going to be skipping around. But I got this little HDMI splitter here. And that is going to be what all these cords go into. And then I'm just going to fasten it on the inside of this case with some double-sided tape. Alright, and you can see these ugly holes that I had to widen out with the Dremel. Those are for these couple little USB thingies. I got a splitter and I got a card reader. So those I can just shove right in there like so. Pull that through, and then I'm gonna attach these with double-sided tape as well, just like that, just enough to cover the big ugly hole. So as far as getting the speakers on here, it'd be nice to route all this through the frame as well, but just looking at it, this little auxiliary cord is not long enough to do that. So for now, I'm just gonna stick it on there. If it really frickin' annoys me, I'll figure something else out. Alright, that's all the wires ran in this thing. Let's go install it on the desk. Well, would you look at that? I think it all turned out pretty nice, and for not doing a test fit, these things could not have butted up closer. I'm very pleased with this. And as for the rest of the desk, yeah, the cool thing about my house is if you leave something dirty for long enough, it just magically gets clean. Well, that's all I got for today. So if you like what you saw, maybe give me a subscribe, and thanks for watching.